are so excited to see you, dear viewers, and welcome to a new episode of Culture Flavors.
Ramadan edition.
I'm your host, Dr. Mohammad Al-Qattan.
And I'm your co-host, Eman Marafie.
So, Eman, in every day in holy month of Ramadan, you give us, as well as to our dear viewers, an advice. What is your advice to our dear viewers?
Well, spend quality time with your children, teach them Islamic values, and let the reading of Quran come into their, like, even if they are young, let them read the Holy Quran and let them recite it with you, so you would know how they recite it.
Perfect.
In a proper way.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you, Eman. As well as I have another advice for you, dear viewers, that try to make your children fast, even though they are still young. Let them try, for example, fast for a couple of hours, then they could prepare for fasting for next year. And
so it could be easier for them.
That's
right?
absolutely
Yeah.
it. So, Eman, which country we will be talking about today?
Actually, from our country today, Kuwait.
Nice. So, which guest we're going to host today?
He's a chef.
He's
a
a chef.
talented chef, actually.
And then going to be a challenge for you then.
It's really difficult to challenge a chef.
That would be interesting that we're going to have two chefs in the same table. So, dear viewers, let's go watch this report and we're going to continue. So please don't go away.
Yousef Shehaitawi, a youth Kuwaiti chef, born in 1988, known as Chef Daddy, English teacher, master in English, started social media journey in 2019. He started his social media journey in UK 2019. He was trying in that time to help Kuwaiti students to learn how to cook their own meals in home because it was expensive to order. Cooking have always been a passion for him. He enjoys cooking for his guests and he loves to serve more and more people who admire his talent of cooking. He's waiting for the day when he can announce his own restaurant and can share it with all his family, followers, and friends.
And we're back, dear viewers, and we have our esteemed guest, Chef Yousef Shehaitawi.
Yes.
We are very happy to have you here with us today.
I'm happy to meet you.
Actually, we're so excited to have you, Mr. Yousef, with us. So, talking about how you get into cooking, and usually in this episode, Mr. Yousef, usually we host a guest from a specific country.
Yes.
But today is going to be a unique episode that you're going to host. You're going to see how you get into cooking, because I don't know how to cook, but I love to eat. So, Eman.
So, Mr. Yousef, could you please, I know that you are very famous on Instagram.
No, not that.
But can you introduce yourself to the viewers?
My name is Yousef Shehaitawi, known as Chef Daddy. I've started my account since 2019, but I've been uploading since 2009 on Facebook. I'm very old.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. I'm known for cooking steaks, mostly steaks.
And this is at the beginning or until now?
No, since I was young. Steaks.
King of steaks.
King of steak, yeah. Exactly. That's what I call myself. Yes.
And how did you get into this hobby?
It started with my mother, actually. My mother used to trick me to let me watch TV with her, cooking shows. So I'll be like helping and assisting her cooking, for example, a specific dish.
Okay.
So what she would tell me is, watch the TV, tell me what's the ingredient. And she's already hearing it. I'm just trying to help.
All right.
So I guess she incepted that idea in my mind.
Nice.
And that's how it started.
But this is very interesting, Mr. Yousef, that how could our mothers could influence
Yes, exactly.
our hobbies,
Yes.
our life? This is very interesting point.
Yeah, actually, there's a very famous, I believe, philosopher or writer. His name T.S. Eliot. He said most of the things that in our life is actually influenced by other things.
Correct.
Yeah, we don't have the original ideas usually. Usually, it's something built on another thing and will create you as a person.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
So did you take other courses like for cooking courses? or-
Yes, I did.
where is that?
In Japan, 2014, I did.
Oh, you did sushi?
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
It's
nice.
something similar to sushi. It's sushi, but they call it, and it's actually Korean. They call it kimbap, which is like a long sushi.
Okay.
And they have a tradition where they will eat it in front, in a specific
Direction?
angle and direction, and they will say something, then they will start eating it.
And how would you be able to eat this long thing?
Yeah, you eat it like a sandwich.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like you know the maki,
Yeah?
but instead of cutting it, you just keep it in a roll. You just eat it like a sandwich, like a burrito.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's sushi burrito. Yes.
Well, this is probably something we should try at some
Yeah, you
point.
should.
So, Chef Yousef, in every episode, my dear Eman, she do a dish.
Yes.
So let's see what she's gonna have for us today, because you're a chef.
Yeah.
So we're
It's
gonna be
really hard to compete with chef.
exactly. So you're gonna have to critique her,
Yeah.
as well as you're gonna have the chance
Yeah.
to try what she's gonna make.
I'm sure I'm
And
gonna be
you're,
happy.
gonna, and you're gonna evaluate what she's gonna make. So Eman, what do you have for us today?
Well, today I'm doing Mexican rice, which is red rice, and then we will do with it chicken. We will grill the chicken on the top of the stove,
Okay.
and a little bit with olive oil, and that's it.
All right.
So we have the ingredients. For the rice, we have the Egyptian, like I think it's called Egyptian rice or thick grain rice. We will be doing 1 cup only because we are just little here today.
Okay.
So if you're in the house, you could do more than 1 cup. And then we will be sauteing it until it's golden in color. Then with olive oil, of course. Then we will add a little bit of garlic. And after that, I will be adding the tomato paste. Then I will be adding the pico de gallo sauce. And then when everything is like prepared, I will be adding a little bit of the chicken stock. Yes. And then we will let it cook on low heat
All right.
until it's cooked, but I already prepared one.
All right.
So it will take a time, yeah. So after that, I will be seasoning the chicken and we will grill it.
Perfect.
And regarding the red kidney beans, some people like to add it, some people don't, but for me, I like to add it. You could also add corn to it and with a little bit hint of oregano.
Nice.
Very nice.
So what do you think about this ingredient, Chef
I'm
Yousef?
hungry already.
All right.
Yeah, I'm very hungry.
You like
Is
it?
it chicken thigh or chicken breast?
A breast.
Yeah.
All right. Very, very, very good.
Yeah.
So, Chef Yousef,
Yes.
I would like to know which kind of cuisine you cook.
Mostly beef, but I do enjoy cooking Italian.
So why
Japanese, Asian.
is beef? Is there any reason for that?
I think because when I was young, I remember me and my friends when I was in high school, we used to chip in, and I would go and buy the steak,
Okay.
and marinate the steak and cook it for them on a grill.
Okay.
And it was like an experience that I enjoyed doing when I was.
So
young.
another influence from your friend.
Yes, you could say so. Yes, yes, you could say so.
Perfect.
And I enjoy cooking steak because it reminds me of that moment in my life. For example, when I cook ma'ali,
Okay.
that's the first dish ever my mom told me to make with her.
All right.
So every time I cook ma'ali, I remember that dish.
Nice.
I remember that. Sorry, I remember that moment
Okay.
in my life. Yeah,
Alright.
when I was young, with her in the kitchen, watching her making it, and I was actually too scared to look at the kitchen. You know why?
Really?
Because I thought she was cooking Ali,
Okay.
actual person. Yeah,
but
That's
it
what-
turns out it's
yeah.
really sweet.
Just yeah, exactly. So I was like, actually, wow, is she going to cook a person? I was like, and I was too afraid to go in.
Alright.
Yeah, I just watched her from far away. I remember that. It was
Is Amali is here? Is she
Yeah.
alive or?
that's what I was 7.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
So what about other dishes? What do you like cooking? Did you try, because what I saw on your Instagram is that you do like do a copycat of like something you try and then you try to do the best of it.
Yes, sometimes if I don't like to do the trendy stuff, but if I found something that's trendy and I like it, I will do it. But most of the time, most of the people on social media is, if something's trendy, they will do it because it will give the algorithm to go more higher and higher. No, I'm not that guy. But if I saw something I like, yeah, I will do my own touch to it.
Very
Yeah.
good. Chef Yousef, I'm wondering to know, who do you cook for? Do you cook for your family, your friends?
Family, friends, and sometimes my neighbor.
Oh,
I will
nice.
call him, hey, you want something? Yeah. And sometimes he will just call me. He said, I saw something on your account. Can I have it?
Oh, that's nice.
So this is Chef Yousef, something that I probably have to think about it
Yes.
separate time to buy a house in your neighborhood.
Yes.
So probably I could.
Okay.
this.
واحد سالم you could block for it.
All right, that would be interesting.
Now everyone is going to buy a house in Iran.
I don't know how much is it there, but expect.
So you're gonna make people happy.
Yeah.
When
I
people
enjoy it.
eat, when people eat,
Yes.
you some people could make satisfied.
Yes.
And they would like to really eat something really good.
Yes.
Tastes very good and make them really have a good life. So probably you make them really satisfied.
Yes. Food is literally a pleasure. I like doing it. It brings fun to the party. Especially when you cook something. Usually when I bring guests,
Okay.
I tell them, look, you either have to cook something, I will let you cook something. That you have to pick. You cook something by yourself, you bring it, and you tell me what you're gonna cook.
Okay.
I will just let you cook.
All right.
I'd prefer to come and cook.
Yeah.
Because I'd learn something new.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Which I did, and then when they eat it, they will enjoy it even more.
Okay.
Because they know they did it. They
Yeah.
made it themselves.
Yeah.
So it will have more fun to it. And like I said, when you cook something and they see something new, for example, when you want to cook, like usually I do this trick where you will cook a steak, but in a sous vide. We call it something sous vide, which you put the steak in a plastic and you suck all the air out.
And then you put it in boiled water.
Yes, it's not boiling water. It's high. It's
High temperature.
high temperature water, but not to the point where it's boiling.
Okay.
Because I'm cooking it slowly, but the water is not touching the steak.
Okay.
So what they will see is me taking a bag from the box and what is that in your hand?
Yeah.
And I will open it and I will just try it. Then I will cook it like a regular steak, and they will taste it. They'll be like, wow, what is that? I said, this is what we call sous vide. It improves the steak. It gives it more enhanced. It will enhance it and it will make it even more tender. And you can actually, the taste itself actually, you can see it's more potent.
Okay.
So yeah, they will enjoy it.
But I always wonder, like, if you cook it like this way, is it safe using those plastics?
No, it is a plastic made for high temperature cooking. It's a specific plastic bag.
Okay, because I always wonder when I see on TV
Yeah, no,
when they
are,
do that.
You know, you have to use a specific plastic bags for that.
Okay. So,
So-
they're PBA free.
Yeah.
Yes, it's called. You have to when you order it, you have to write sous vide bags.
Okay.
They'll on when you order it from online or something. Yeah.
So your friends in Duania probably also you cook for them?
Yes.
Or? Oh, good.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll be like, I cooked something today. I'm coming.
All right.
So I
So
bring.
prepare.
I bring the food. For example, when I did the orange muffin, it's actually the best video right now for me. It's reached like 9 millions.
MashaAllah.
Yeah, and very happy with it. It's not my dish. It actually was a trendy dish. So I
Okay.
was like, okay, I'm going to do it. And I didn't expect it to blow up like that.
So probably because people love orange cupcakes, that's why.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It is easy to make. It was very trendy because you see me putting an orange in a blender, like, what's going on?
I saw this video. So how could this?
This is what we call hooks. So you put something where it hooks the audience to 1 minute. What is that? We do that sometimes.
Okay.
So it
You
will
put it
make
with the peel? With the peel?
Yeah, with everything.
With everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only thing I took out is the seeds.
Oh, the seeds.
Okay.
Yeah. But the orange I used is not any orange. It was it's an orange we call it in Kuwait اللي هو عصير برتقال حق عصير, like the one we use for juice.
For juice.
Yeah, and it has a thin layer of skin, so because the white is very bitter.
Yes.
So you don't want a regular one that
Yeah.
has very thick skin.
Yeah.
No, it's not gonna work.
All right.
It will taste. You can feel the taste of the white skin. It's not good. No.
But it's putting the whole orange.
And make sure you have a very strong, very high blender, or a strong blender, because it will break your blender if not.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah. So you have people have been saying you broke my blender.
So this is going to be an advice for your the reviewers from our chef Yousef, that use a very good blender.
Yes.
Or you could use the like the celery juicer, the one that you use for
I don't know.
juicing.
Yeah.
Because they have the knuvings, this one.
Yeah. As long as it's a high blender and it can tolerate the orange and the mixing, it will not burn. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So How
The smell is
the
amazing.
smell is
Yeah.
coming out.
The smell
So,
is amazing.
how was Iman doing?
Now
It's doing great.
I will. I'll just lower the heat
All right.
and we'll add chicken stock to it. Then we will cover it to cook.
Yeah.
And it'll take its time. Then we will do the chicken.
Perfect.
So you will put the chicken stock and you will let it simmer.
Yes,
Okay.
but not much.
This is homemade stock?
Yeah, this is my
That's
mom's.
Nice. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, but I have a question, like regarding this thick grain rice.
Yeah.
How do you make it not sticky?
The problem is it depends on the rice itself. For example, if you have a Japanese rice, it's gonna be sticky.
It's already sticky.
It's gonna be sticky whatever you do.
It's the nature of the
Yeah,
rice.
yeah.
It is.
It is what it is for. And the same thing with this type of rice, I believe, the Egyptian one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It depends how many times did you wash it. If you washed a lot, you could actually
Yes,
remove
I
a lot
did.
of starch.
Yes.
Which makes it less
I
sticky.
washed it until the water is very clear.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna help. Yeah. And you're talking about basmati rice or what rice you said?
No, this is Egyptian rice,
Yeah.
but it's from the Argentina.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So
I like it sticky, to be honest. I like sticky
Really?
rice. Yeah, I enjoy it.
Thanks, God.
I don't. For example, I've
So I will not
in
fail today.
Kuwait. No, no. In Kuwait, we like what we call nethri rice.
Yes.
To be honest, no, I like it sticky.
Oh, okay.
I think because I like Asian food.
Sometimes if I cook it very sticky, I eat it with chopsticks.
Chopsticks, exactly. You can eat it easily with chopsticks.
Yeah.
So, do you know what? I get lost between two chefs.
I'm not a chef, I'm just an amateur.
So, dear viewers, we're going to have a break and we will be back. So, please don't go away. And we're back, dear viewers, with our esteemed guest today, Chef Yousef. Now we have a really good competition. They have a really lovely conversation with my colleague Eman. I get lost a little bit, but I would try to contour the conversation that I could be in between. So we're having a lovely conversation with you, Chef Yousef.
Same here.
So, Eman,
Yeah.
how is everything going with you so far?
Well, we're waiting for the other, like for the rice to be cooked, well cooked. Now I will be doing the chicken. I will add my seasonings. You could add Italian seasonings or American seasoning, depends to your likings. Then I will fry it with olive oil as well. And then after that, we will cut them into long strips. Then we will serve it with the dish,
Perfect.
with the rice.
That's interesting.
And then those are the toppings for the pico de gallo.
Okay.
Any comments?
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Okay.
So, Chef Yousef, I would like to know about your trip to Japan.
Yes.
I would like to love to know more about it.
Japan is very beautiful when it comes to food. They are very crazy about their food. They give a lot of love and attention to the food because they like to enjoy the food itself. For example, and not just that, Japan has, if I'm not mistaken, it has, compared to its size, it has the highest Michelin star per capita.
Nice.
Yeah, because they have a lot of Michelin stars.
All right.
And Michelin stars is the most prestige.
And difficult also to take.
It's difficult to get and difficult to keep because they can take it away.
Nice.
So some
Very high
chefs
rank.
they don't. Yeah, some chefs they don't want it because once they give it to you, you have to keep the same level because they can take it away from you.
So simple.
Who
Yeah.
would take it away?
The funny thing is, do you know how Michelin started?
No.
Do you know Michelin tires? You know the
Yeah,
tires? The
yeah,
tire company.
yeah.
The tire company.
Yeah?
You know?
Yeah.
They started it.
Okay.
What they did is they thought, hey, you know what? How to make people want to drive more.
Okay.
So they started a campaign, which is to encourage people to drive more, because if they drive more, you're going to buy more tires.
Exactly.
So what they said is, we're going to give 1 star to a restaurant. If we give it to that restaurant, it's worth driving to that restaurant. And if we give 2 stars, it's worth driving from one state to another.
Wow.
To that restaurant.
Which is far.
Yeah, which is far away, yeah. And the highest is 3 stars. Okay, if you give 3 stars, what does that mean? It's worth to fly for it.
Nice.
Which people actually do. They will go to a restaurant because it has 3 stars. So obviously they do make money from airplane tires too. So yeah, that's how it started.
This is so smart.
And now it became this prestige thing they give to restaurants to rate them.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I said, it's if you get it, you have to keep it. You have to work to keep the star itself.
And how is Japanese cuisine is differ? So from the
Japanese, what I like about their food is they want to enjoy the ingredient itself, not the spices. For example, I like Indian food. When you eat Indian food, you know it's full of spices.
Absolutely.
Which is something I do enjoy.
Exactly.
Japan is the opposite. They enjoy the ingredient itself. So, for example, this is vegetable. This is the best vegetable you will eat, and you will eat it and you will enjoy it because they want to enjoy the ingredient itself.
But it tastes bold. It tastes bold. No spices.
Yes, but they do add like salt, pepper, and soy sauce. But they do have dishes where they put a lot of spices in it. But they do like to enjoy the meat. For example, when they cook Wagyu beef, they will tell you, enjoy it as it is. Don't add anything. They will give you things. They will give you some salt, some wasabi, but they will tell you, enjoy it.
As a plain.
Yeah. It's actually really good. It tastes good. I like that. I like to enjoy the food itself. So that's how they like their food. Even in Italians like to enjoy the ingredients more than the spices.
Yes.
For example, when they want to cook, they say enjoy the pasta itself with some not spices.
Pesto sauce.
Pesto sauce, yeah. For example, pesto sauce, it has
Something really very
garlic,
simple.
it has
Basil.
it has olive oil,
Yeah.
it has pine seeds. Enjoy the ingredient itself.
Correct.
Not a lot of peppers or salt or turmeric. No,
You're right.
enjoy it as it is.
Yeah.
Because if you add all these spices, probably even the quality of food is.
No, it will cover the taste.
Exactly. It will cover the taste.
It will cover the taste.
Okay, but you should have to distinguish
Yes.
between the really. You have to taste very good.
Yeah.
For me, I just eat whatever it's come to me.
Yeah, for example, Mexicans, they like to add spices, they like to add things to their food. They enjoy it. Like I said, in India, in the Arabian culture, we like to add spices.
And what did you learn from there?
Where, Japan?
Japan.
Enjoy the food, the good quality. They have they are very keen about good quality. They love the food. They try to make sure we can make this beef even better. How? Maybe raising the cow differently.
Wow.
That's how they do it. And it is the most expensive beef.
Really?
Yeah, the most expensive beef you can eat is the Wagyu, Japanese Wagyu. A kilo will be like 100 KD.
Nice.
Just a kilo.
That's so expensive.
Yeah, it's extremely expensive.
And I think they rely more on seafood.
They love seafood, yeah, and they, like I said, they like to enjoy the food itself. They will catch a fish and they will just fillet it and serve it raw, and they will just enjoy it with the soy sauce.
But it's difficult to be eaten as raw.
It's actually the best. No, you should try raw food. Oh, it's really the
I
best.
cannot imagine
love
me
raw food.
eating raw food.
Yeah, and they put sometimes they bring fresh egg and they just add the yolk on the
Okay.
top of the sushi. and
Not
just-
cooked?
Not cooked.
Wow.
They use the yolk like a sauce. You know, like how mayonnaise, they use the yolk as a sauce. You'll eat it. It's actually really good.
It's good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Have you tried to do something here in Kuwait? What you have just got back from?
Yeah, actually, there's this dish inspired by Japanese.
All right.
It's not Japanese, but it's inspired by Japanese.
Okay.
Where you will check Japanese rice, add some salmon on top, and cook it, and then you just bring seaweed. You know the seaweed.
Yeah.
And seasoned seaweed, you will just add the rice, and you just like a
Roll it.
bread and roll it, and just enjoy it. And it's very good. Yeah, it's very good.
That's
And you can put some soy sauce. Yeah, and
All
it tastes
right.
really great.
Very interesting.
So speaking of the cooking, in the GCC now,
Yes.
all of our ingredients are similar. Like we have machbous here, they have in Saudi, they have kabsa, but I think the taste differs.
Yes.
How is that so?
Actually, the Kuwaiti machbous is extremely complicated when you look at it from GCC. Like, for example, when you see kebsa, kebsa is easy to make. You just add everything and you just enjoy it in one pot.
Okay.
But when you make machboos, no, it's more than one process. It's a lot of spices. For example, even my followers, they watch me, they say, okay, that's a lot of process to make a dish. Because you're going to cook the rice, then you're going to cook the chicken. You take out the chicken, you put the rice, then you take out the onion and you cook the onion and you add stuff to it. Then you take the chicken out, then you put spices on it, then you put it in the oven, or you put it or fry it.
It's a lot of steps.
That's a lot of steps.
It takes time.
Exactly. So this is why I think machboos is very loved. It is
It's a golden dish, huh?
yeah. It has a lot of process, it has a lot of spice in it, and that's why I like it. Kebsa, I like it because it's easy to make. You can just put everything together, and it's like the easiest dish you can make. You can enjoy it. It's really good. I like kebsa, especially. And there's this kebsa. I'm not sure what they call it, but they add shredded carrot into it.
Yes.
Yeah, and it, you know.
I've tried this one.
Yeah,
it's really delicious.
You know why?
Yeah. Why?
Because the carrot has sugar in it, and it tastes sweet.
Yeah.
That's why you have carrot cake. Carrot cake is known because it's sweet.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's a good
I
idea.
love carrot cake.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yes.
So, talking about the Kuwaiti food,
Yes.
out of curiosity,
Yes.
Chef Yousef, do you know how to cook
No,
Kuwaiti cuisine?
not a lot, but I would try.
Why is that?
I think because I grew up watching mostly foreign TV and
Cooking show.
cooking shows. Yeah, we had the first one I remember it was Jamie Oliver.
I love that person.
Yeah, I love him very much. And
Yeah.
he had a show called The Naked Chef.
Yes.
And it was very big. It was a hit in that time, and I loved it because I think this is why I'm closer to what he does, because he's very simple. He's very direct. Just cook. Just enjoy.
Yes.
No, not a lot of preparation. Just
With his own bare hands.
yes. Everything is fun. Just he made it fun,
Yes.
and I liked it. That doesn't mean I don't like other chefs.
Exactly.
But that's what I liked about him.
Have you tried to learn how to cook Kuwaiti food? Or did
Yeah,
you-
I am. Actually, there's this chef I'm working with for Ramadan, inshallah.
Inshallah.
And we're gonna mostly concentrate on Arabian dishes and Kuwaiti dishes for Ramadan. So yeah,
But do you do them in a twisted way, like in a new way?
I do that, but not a lot. I'm perfectionist. If I'm gonna make a dish, I'm gonna stick to the original way of the dish.
Okay. Yeah.
But then, if I wanna do some touches, I will tell them. By the way, yeah, I did touch this dish in my own way. For example, machboos diai. I like machboos diai.
Yes.
But when I cook it in my house, I cook it in a way you will never see it in any Kuwaiti houses.
How do you do that?
I put herbs, for example, baqdounas, you will parsley,
Alright.
you have thyme.
Okay.
I add butter.
Tastes good?
Yeah, it gives it more herby taste.
Alright.
Because the thing what I see I miss in machboos is it doesn't have herbs. So what I do is I add, if it's chicken, I will add thyme. If it's meat, I will add rosemary and thyme.
Right.
And sometimes I'll just take some parsley and I tie it and I throw it in there.
Perfect.
And that's how I enjoy it. And I add butter instead of ghee.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
it will
very
give it a good smell, not the smell.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm having a really lovely conversation with you, Chef
I'm
Yousef.
enjoying the smell of the food, by the
Exactly. And we're going to try it.
Yeah.
But dear viewers, we have a break and we'll be back. So please don't go away.
Good evening, everyone. Today we are at one of the oldest coffee shops in Kuwait, where men and young boys gather to socialize and discuss their day-to-day activities for today. This custom is old in Kuwait, where men used to gather around in a duwaniya. A duwaniya is a room that is usually attached to the house, or a separate room or area that is close to houses, where family members, friends, and neighbors gather together. But it's not only limited to just an area. People from everyone would go to the duwaniya to discuss and talk about their day-to-day activities, politics, what they want to eat at night. It's a place where they could just socialize and enjoy each other's company, strengthening the bonds of unity and social interactions that the Kuwaiti society has. This tradition goes back to as old as time, where people from old ages and to this day still enjoy the Duaniya. It is a weekly get-together, sometimes even a daily get-together for some men to this day. Nowadays, with the evolving of times, Duaniyas are not only for men, but also for women, where they hold Duaniyas for themselves to discuss everything from the current beauty trends to also politics and how they feel that they could improve in the world, from entrepreneurs and everything. Duaniyas are a vital role in Kuwaiti society, as they are a hub for social interactions and they bring the community together. They play a good part in keeping family ties and friends close together. Duaniyas keep the legacy of community togetherness and social interactions together, making sure that it is still within our traditions and legacy as a Kuwaiti society.
And we're back, dear viewers. The rice is already cooked and done. And now we're waiting for the chicken.
It's almost there.
Almost there. So I will cut it and serve it here. So you could enjoy with it pico de gallo.
All right. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you. Can't wait.
Hope you like it.
So, Chef Yousef,
Yes.
I would like to know in regards sweet.
Yes.
Do you like sweet, and which dishes as a sweet you cook or you prepare?
I do enjoy baking a Spanish cheesecake, or they call it burn cheesecake, because you have to burn it.
Okay.
What we call called Spanish Saint Sebastian here in Kuwait.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has many names. The original name is Basque cheesecake, because it was known from a region called Basque.
Okay.
And what they do is they cook the steak in a high temperature where it will be burned a little bit, and it will create its own crust.
Okay.
And yeah, I love making that one. It's easy to make, it doesn't take that long to make, and simple ingredient, and yeah, it's one of the best cheesecake I can make. And my favorite dessert is actually French toast.
Oh.
Because it has a history for me. Because that was the first dish I made it myself.
I love it as
Yeah.
well. All right.
I remember watching a TV show for kids where they made the French toast, and I literally did exactly what they said. So every time I cook French toast, the smell of the cinnamon and the sugar and the butter and the egg
Reminds you of that.
reminds me immediately from my time when I was young,
Childhood.
cooking it in my old house. I was living in Rumaithia at that time. Yeah, it brings memory.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's really interesting now how food could you bring you back to your childhood.
Exactly.
It's really interesting.
Exactly.
So, Mr. Yousef, regarding the holy month of Ramadan, what do you prepare? What is your preparations for it?
Usually I enjoy, my favorite part in Ramadan is, when it comes to food, is what we call khubz aroug,
Oh,
which is vegetable pancake, they call it,
yeah.
the name for it. And what I do sometimes, I do a twist with it. I do add, I dice some shrimps and I throw it in the mixer.
Wow,
And
that's something
It becomes
new.
like a seafood pancake. Or khubz aroug, but seafood. It's actually mostly Korean, inspired Korean, because they do actually make it.
Nice.
They call it Korean pancakes.
Okay.
Yeah, but my mom doesn't like that when I do it. And my second part is the desserts. My mom liked to make what's called gataif. Yeah, I enjoy gataif.
What do you stuff it with?
Nuts. I love the one with the nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the nuts.
So, Chef Yousef, what about healthy food?
I don't make healthy food.
Oh, okay.
I don't enjoy healthy food.
And why is that?
Because I think food is fun when you eat it with the fats and the sugar, and that's how you make food.
Even though my colleague Eman, every episode,
I try my
she
best.
tries really her best to really cook a healthy food.
Yeah.
And probably something that we have to do here in
Yes.
Kuwait. It's good that we could eat healthy.
I know, it is, but
It's hard for you.
not that
It's not you.
pleasurable for me. No.
It's not you.
No.
I also cook gluten-free. So
Oh, wow.
for those people who have intolerances,
Yes.
they could also enjoy our food
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah.
So, Chef, out of curiosity, have you accomplished your goals in regard cooking? And what's going to be next? Until where are you going to go?
I have a goal in mind.
All right.
But for me to reach that goal, you have to create your own small goals.
Okay.
So I reach a goal, then another goal, and another goal, because it makes it easy for you to go
Correct.
up.
Yeah, take step by step.
Yeah, step by step, exactly. So I have a goal, but right now my goal is to finish my new kitchen, because I'm working on a new studio for my guests, and that's now my goal.
Okay.
After I finish that, by the end of the year, my other goal is to start my own restaurant.
Nice.
Then I will see.
And hopefully, now at that point, probably people are going to try what you're going to cook.
Yeah,
right?
people have been asking me to start my own restaurant.
Correct.
It's something I'm known for. Something that will be like, well, just give me the time. Just the time.
I'm really busy.
No, it's not the busy, because I want to make sure I'm doing it.
So, Chef Yousef, just out of curiosity, there is an information that you deliver to a lot of people, talking about cleaning or washing,
washing the chicken.
The chicken.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about that? Could you elaborate? Because I think
I do wash the chicken.
a lot of the viewers
I
they
will
would
never
like to
stop
know.
doing that.
So, could you tell us why did you say that?
Well, you see, the thing is, when you wash chicken, you're gonna have a higher chance of spreading bacteria on the cooking area.
Okay.
And because the problem is, even in restaurants, washing a chicken is not an obligation.
Okay.
Even the sanitation agency, they don't see it as an obligation.
Okay. So it's optional.
Yeah, it's an optional. And no, actually, in some countries, they will actually fine you if you wash a chicken.
Oh.
Yes, because it's more riskier to wash a chicken
Okay.
than
But
cooking.
we as Muslims,
Yeah.
when we slaughter, we wash them with water.
Yes.
This is what we do.
You see, in the past, someone who lives in the desert, he will never wash a chicken, because water is very expensive, very rare.
Okay.
So in the past, they will just hang it and they will let the blood come out. And like I said, having water in that time, if I have to imagine 100 years ago, I'm not going to wash chicken, because I know water is more valuable than gold.
Very rare, exactly.
Yeah, so that's actually not true. But the thing is, people goes into their mind. I even ask some sheikh about it. The thing is, what we have in mind is, because we think blood is haram. Yes, it is correct, blood is haram.
But
Not
before it is slaughtered.
No.
After it's slaughtered, it's okay.
Yeah, the thing is, what people don't misunderstand about the haram thing, it's what we call blood sifah. Blood, اللي هو دم سفاح. Which is, you see, in the past, they used to slaughter a chicken or beef, and they will consume the blood
Okay.
as an ingredient, or as they don't let it go when they slaughter the cow or the sheep.
Okay.
That's haram.
Hey, that's for sure.
But what you have, the rest, but when you cut some meat and there's blood on it, that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, and it's not haram. I asked them.
It's not, but like
even raw beef.
Even if you like, for me, I don't know, but because like if you go to the butcher,
Yes.
and you ask him for a piece of meat,
Yes.
you don't know like whether he washed his dishes, like his knife and everything.
Yeah.
So for me, I would wash it in the house
To
and
be
cook
sure.
it. Yes.
Yeah.
After all, we will wash the sink.
Yeah, I know. The thing is, if you're gonna wash it thinking that's a good way to kill bacteria, that will never happen, because bacteria that doesn't die like that. Bacteria die from high temperature.
Correct.
So.
But it doesn't really regard in changing the taste of the chicken, right?
It does actually change the
Ah,
taste of the
it
chicken when you
does.
wash it a lot. For example, I know people who will just have it there sitting there for 6 hours in a sink with vinegar and
No, we don't do that.
yeah, vinegar, and they soak it. That's even riskier, because now the chicken became from not. It's not supposed to be eaten, because the bacteria level is really high, where it could actually cause diseases.
Okay.
And some people will be like, there's nothing wrong with us. We've been doing that for a long time.
But nobody knows. Like,
but the last time when you had some stomach ache, it's because of that.
Okay.
You didn't know.
There is a reason for
There's
that.
a reason why you had a stomach ache
Yeah.
that day. And when you wash the chicken, actually, you take out the monoglobin. The monoglobin is what makes the chicken taste good. You take it out. But the problem is, it does look red, because monoglobin has iron in it. And because of the iron, it makes it look red, reddish. And when you wash the chicken, you're taking out that monoglobin out, you will actually lose some of the taste
Okay.
of it. And like I said, if the chicken was chilled in a right way, butchered in the right way, you should be fine. That's why we say always, make sure you go to a good butchery. Make sure the chicken is chilled, and when you defrost the chicken, don't let it stay for 6 hours outside the fridge.
Correct.
Yes.
This is very interesting. So probably is the time for
Serve the dish.
serve what Iman she made for us.
Yeah, the rice is a little bit sticky,
Okay.
but he said it's fine.
It's
So-
fine. So this is how it used to be, or you should?
Yes.
Okay, good. Perfect. All right. So I'm gonna have you plate, Chef Yousef. So.
Okay.
And you also mentioned, like I saw in one of your videos, is that you talked about the smell of the chicken.
Yeah, that's true. It wasn't the same video. In a different one. Yeah, the thing is, the problem why we have bad smell, what we call sfara, bad odor.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
This is great.
Thank you very much. It's because of the way we defrost the chicken. So, for example, if I want to defrost the chicken, I take it out of the freezer, I put it in the fridge,
In the fridge, yeah.
and you wait for it to defrost in the fridge.
Yes.
What I notice here in our culture is they will take it out, they will put it in a bowl with water and just let it defrost.
Exactly.
Any health inspector will be like, yeah, that's not what you're supposed to do. Don't do that. That's very risky. You might get food poisoning, but because of your age, for example, if I'm young,
Yeah.
it will not do anything. But for older people or
Probably
elderly,
could affect them.
it could be fatal.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. And if you did that way,
What if I didn't have time?
buy a new chicken, fresh chicken.
Okay.
That's what I said. If you don't have time, go to the Jam'iyya, to the supermarket. You will find a
Good
good
advice.
brand. Just buy it.
That's a good advice. Okay.
Very good.
That's what you should do.
Yeah.
So what about the time to taste the food?
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So Iman, could you please tell us or tell?
Is there a way to eat it? Do I have to put things together and eat it, or just?
Feel free.
Yeah.
Could you tell our viewers about the ingredient, why we're gonna try it?
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Well, regarding the rice, the Mexican red rice, I sauteed the rice and till it's golden in color. Then we added 1 clove of garlic, minced garlic, and then just saute it. You add tomato paste, add also pico de gallo sauce until it simmers a little bit. Then you add the chicken stock to it, and then you cover it. Let it cook on low heat until it's cooked. Regarding the chicken, I seasoned it with Italian herbs and a little bit of mix of the American herbs as well.
Very good.
So, and don't forget to add also the kidney beans to it. You will find it's really like delicious to eat.
It tastes really good. What do you think, Chef Yousef?
Actually, I loved it. Actually.
It's very good,
I
right?
did enjoy it actually.
It is.
Thank
it is.
you.
Mixture of the spices and everything together. Yeah, it's actually good.
I hope it's not too salty because the spices are already, it has salt
No,
in
no,
it.
it's really good. I
No,
think
it's really good actually.
Thank you.
So, Chef Yousef, out of curiosity,
Yes.
why the men chef are better than female chef? Is there any reason for that?
There is actually.
Wallah.
Oh, sorry about that. But this is what I hear. Let's see what our chef gonna say.
I read a study about this.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a scientific proof. Okay.
Men are more risk taker when it comes to cooking food. They will be more like, for example, they asked chef how much of salt would you add, and they put a measurement. This is the amount of sugar I will add. This is the amount of salt I will add. This is the amount of spice I will add.
Correct.
They will ask female chefs, what's the amount you can put? They found it's less. So they found women are more likely to be conservative with experimenting. Men are more likely to add more, to take a risk.
Take advantage.
Yeah, exactly. So, and the second reason is because most of the time, men are the one who's doing the cooking in the restaurants. You have more men actually in the cooking field than women.
That's surprisingly to know that.
Yeah, most of the people who cook your food in restaurants are men.
Very
Yeah,
interesting.
if you're going to calculate that number, yeah.
We're having a lovely conversation. Unfortunately, time flies. We need an advices to our viewers from Chef Yousef. So please go ahead.
Is there a specific advice? Or,
Whatever you want, the floor is yours.
enjoy your life.
Okay.
And food is a pleasure. And make sure to follow me.
And eat healthy food.
No, don't. Just enjoy the food.
We would like to thank Eman as well for preparing
You're
this
very
lovely dish.
welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
I
so
love the
much.
food.
Thank you so much
you.
for
Thank
coming.
you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
appreciate it. So, dear viewers, we're going to see you tomorrow with different guests as well as different country. Until then, be safe.
Bye bye.